you enjoy a home practice, they're so affordable and they're just really nice. They bring the floor up. I put them under my feet in chair yoga. They're super. And of course, Amazon has everything. So, okay, let's go ahead and settle in. Find a nice, comfortable seat. Yoga is about a steady, comfortable seat so that we can sit. And kind of come into yourself, drop into your breathing. Just notice, inhaling in through the nose and out through the nose. Just relaxing, dropping in, giving yourself this time. Yoga is the union of the body and the mind. This is your body, your practice, your mind, bringing those together. And while you're breathing and relaxing, dropping in, I wanted to read a brief quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. It says, "How can we bring meditation out of the meditation space and into the kitchen and the office? In meditation, we sit quietly and try to be aware of each breath. How can our sitting influence our non-sitting time? When you practice meditation each day, that time should be for all 24 hours. One smile, one breath should be for the benefit of the whole day, not just for that moment. Let us be aware and remove the barriers between practice and non-practice." Deepening the breath now, in through the nose and out through the nose. Become aware of the count of your inhale and see if comfortably you can bring that count to 4. And then your exhale to 4. If 3 or 5 or 6 is more comfortable, but maintain the inhale and the exhale the same. Deep but gentle breaths, not pushing, not forcing, just noticing, but maintaining that balance. Very nice. Now lowering the hands to your side and reaching out and up, sweeping the arms up and overhead, looking up through your fingers. Bringing the hands down to our Anjali Mudra, to prayer position in the middle. Again, dropping down, up, hands together, and down to your heart space. Very nice. Lowering the hands to the lap. We'll extend our left arm out, sweep the right arm up to the side, the left side of the head, and just gently stretch the head over, not pushing, just stretching. And you can play with your left arm to get that stretch that your neck needs this morning. Always in comfort. Easy breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice, and then putting your hand on the right side of your head to lift it gently. And then the other side, right arm out, left arm sweeping up and over, and gently down to your left ear. Again, sort of adjusting your arm for what feels nice for this side, which may be completely different. Inhaling and exhaling. sending that prana, that energy of the breath, right where it needs to go. Very nice. And then your hand to the left side of the face, lifting the head, giving the shoulders a little roll. And now just for a nice side stretch, you can, of course, use the left side of your chair with the balance, bringing the right arm up. You're going to lean over, we're keeping your sit bones in the chair and using those right ribs to push out, to get in, really get into the side stretch. Breathing into the shoulder, the hips, the ribs. Holding your neck where it's comfortable. Breathing steadily. Inhaling, tightening the core, straightening up, right arm down, left arm up and over, steadying yourself to keep your seat even in the chair, making this about your stretch of the left side body and maintaining that steady breath. This side may stretch. You might be able to stretch this side a bit more, or it might be happy right where it is. Inhaling, tightening the core and up. Now moving into our cat-cow, which is just one of my favorites. It's just so good for your back, shoulders, neck, everything. To me, it's almost a whole body stretch, even though we're really moving the spine. So on our inhale, lead with the heart space. You can come forward in your chair a little bit if that's more comfortable. You want your feet right under your knees, steadying your hands on your knees. Inhaling with the heart space, chin up, inhale. Exhale, first tuck the base of the spine, ribs, and tuck the chin. Exhale. Inhale, moving forward, the low back, ribs, chin forward, inhale. And then smooth exhale out, tucking the base of the spine, ribs, and chin. Unioning your breath and movement to your pace, your practice. Let's do a few more breaths here. Using your breath to really be aware of what your body's asking for today. One more full round. And then meet me in neutral with your hands on your hips. I'm sorry, on your knees. Good. And now we'll reach down and get your strap. And this is where this is, again, your practice. I have one shoulder that's not as happy as the other shoulder on most days. So my angles are going to be a little different, but it may be different here in the front as opposed to when we go over your head. So you would make an adjustment. But what I'd like us to do here is bring it to horizontal and keeping the chest straight and your face looking ahead, just explore the range of motion with your shoulders side to side. Again, knowing each side might be different. Explore that gently. And if ever something we're doing is not for you, enjoy the silence and the meditation and the quiet time. And Anjali Mudra is always a wonderful option. So there. And now we'll take it up over the head. So good for our mobility. Maintaining your core, your hugging in your core. However, this may be it for you. This may be it. Again, one shoulder of mine talks to me a lot, so I have to honor that. And down, inhaling up and down and up and down. And then one more gentle to the side, maybe adding a little twist in to the left, center, and right. Good. And lowering the strap, we can keep those on our knee. Maybe you might use those again in a moment. Then to keep those shoulders a little stretched, putting our hands back on our knees with our feet spread like cat-cow. We're going to do sort of a shoulder twist. So dropping this left shoulder down toward the right knee on an exhale. So inhaling straight and then dropping the right shoulder down. So it's a mild twist. It's more about trying to get that shoulder stretched, your upper back, mid back. This really stretches the front of my shoulders, which aren't always happy. Nice, one more round to each side. Very nice. Now in neutral. Now sitting forward, let's just sit for a moment. Nice inhale and exhale through the nose as we begin to wake up the body. Some of us it's toward the end of the day, some more at the beginning. Now with our arms outstretched to our side, and then bringing the palms forward together. We'll inhale here, and then exhale, drawing the right arm straight back into a twist. Slow, gentle twist, and back. I think actually our inhale works better opening, so we're gonna inhale here. Left side back now, and together. Mirroring with your breath movement. And the other side left. Now this time we're going to go out to the right and hold. So maintain a nice gentle twist. Your head can either be out past your right hand, can be in neutral toward the side, or it can be over your left hand, whatever this side wants today. A few nice, easy, gentle, steady breaths here through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe closing the eyes if that's what you like. Nice, and back to center. Now the other side, left arm back, opening the chest, really feeling it in the shoulders. Relax the toes, relax the face. Steady inhale and exhale. Very nice. Hands back together. Down. Hands on the hips. And now bringing our elbows up to kind of cactus arms. Again, we're sort of working the shoulders a lot today, so if this is not your thing, you can always lower the elbows if that's, and being very gentle with yourself. Check your range. We're gonna do sort of a range of motion check with our palms down gently, and then palms opening up and back. Very gentle, especially with tender shoulders. Slow movement with your breath, playing with that range of motion. This gentle breath and motion can really, though, help your range of motion, muscle stability. We just need to do little bits at a time. And hands in the lap. Whew, that's got my shoulders wide awake. Okay. Now, we'll do a, get our strap again. We're gonna move down into the legs, into the hips, really. So actually, to get our hips moving forward first, let's just do some forward and up. Using the hands to push up will help with your back, but keeping your core engaged to protect the low back. Let's just get the bend going at the hips and up. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. One more time, exhale down, inhale up. As all of us know with those therapy bands, motion is lotion, right? That's what they tell us with my hips and my knees. We just want to keep those joints moving. Let's put our strap now underneath your left foot. Just bringing it out to the front, just where you're comfortable. My hamstrings are extremely tight, so I really can't get horizontal, even on the horizon. I'm below the horizon line. That's okay. So we just want to breathe in, maintaining a nice straight back, chest up and forward, and making this more about the hamstrings, so the height is not important. But just supporting that foot and breathing in and out. This is good for the fascia in the feet. I feel it there. And now for a different movement, you can switch both bands to your left hand and open your left leg. Again, just to what's comfortable. If this is not comfortable for you today, you can get the same stretch with your foot on the ground, propping the foot on the ground and having a nice flexed stretch. Very nice. And back and down. Let's do the other side. So we'll go up with the right leg, flexing the foot, being gentle with yourself. This side might be a little more flexible or not. Option always for the floor, or to put a bend in the knee, whatever your ankle, body, hip, knee needs. Inhaling and exhaling. And then out as you can. Right foot either down on the ground, out to the side, maybe a 45-degree angle to your left leg. But really sending that breath to those muscles that you're engaging. Maybe with each exhale, if your body allows us a slight extra opening, maintaining a nice straight back and a nice easy breath. Very nice. Now coming back to center, I did want to do one more thing, which is rolling your right foot. As when you have your right foot, it's keeping the strap on the right, under the right foot, rolling the knee out a bit so that you're kind of on the outside of your right ankle. Only if this is comfortable for your knees, trying to bring that right foot up a bit to get more of the inside stretch. However high that will go for you. That could be right on the floor because this doesn't make your knee happy. So whatever works for you, lifting that right leg. Relax the toes, relax the face, steady the breath. And relax that hip. Don't clench let your hip relax in. You've got your support here in your hands. Let that hip relax so you can get some stretch, if that works for you. Very nice. And down. Let's do our left side. Gently opening the knee, left outside of the ankle toward the floor to your comfort zone. And then this leg may be very different. Inhaling, exhaling gently through the nose. Relax the toes, gentle wiggle of the toes to relax, and relax that hip. The easiest way to see if you're, or one way to see if you're relaxing your hip is to clench it and then release. So you find where you're holding. Breathing steadily in and out. and down. Stretches like that, I usually realize toward the end that I've been clenching the entire time, so I have to remind myself to try to loosen that up at the beginning. Very nice. Now we did this last week in a chair pose. We're going to move our feet under our knees to your pivot point. We're going to lift out of the chair just slightly, just about 2 inches. So we'll lift. It should not be a strain on your knees or legs or hips, and down. Yoga doesn't hurt. So if something's bothering you, find the position that helps you. And up out of your chair and down. And now with our arms out, as you can, balance and coming to standing. We're going to come around to the back of our chair. Move it a bit to get situated. There we go. Just standing on the back of our chair. We're going to be moving our legs back some, so we won't be coming forward. So you can be at the back of your chair is great. But just to putting your fingertips, if your hips work for you today, one leg or the other, whatever balance, we just want to go straight back with the right leg, keeping the foot flexed, trying to keep the hips and knees and toes all in a line. So it's not about distance and how far back you can kick. It's about keeping your alignment, keep your core engaged, flex the foot, breathe, inhale, exhale, feeling that balance in the right foot, in the left foot, with that right foot back. Gentle smile on the face, ease. 2 more breaths. Nice, and then lowering the foot, and let's taking it straight out to the side now. Different muscles in the left leg for support. Keep that foot flexed. Let's keep the leg engaged. At any point, you may bend the knee, drop the foot. 2 more breaths. Good, and then dropping the right foot again. This time, we're just going to bend at the knee, keeping the foot flexed. So with the right knee bent, lifting the leg back now. Foot flexed, really getting into the quads here. Nice upper leg stretch. Glutes, breathing softly in and out. Try not to hold the breath. Nice, putting the foot down and just stand for a moment without moving and feel how your body's reacting to that. And now wiggle a little bit. Need a little wiggling. Good. Now the left foot, can do that next. So with a straight leg as possible, keeping the hips, knees, toes all in a line. Lift that left leg back. Maintain your chest forward, eyes forward, making this about the heel, kind of stretching back. Gentle with the right knee, maybe a micro bend. Breathing in and out. If this bothers your low back at all, drop the legs some, keep the core engaged. Very nice, and down and then out to the side, keeping the foot flexed, different muscles here. This side may be completely different. If you feel even this is a balance challenge, micro bend the knee, the right knee. Focus on the core. 2 more breaths. Very nice, and down. And then bending the left knee, heels back, and then knee back as possible, keeping it lined up. We don't want to open the hip. We want to keep the front of the hip engaged and the back, definitely. The glutes. Nice, inhale and exhale. You can do it. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Nice, lowering the legs, standing motionless. Feeling your body react. Very nice, and then a little wiggle. Whatever we need here for wiggling. Great. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more of a balance pose before we sit back down. So I'm gonna step out to the side, so I hope you can see me. I might actually move here to the front so you can see me a little bit better, and then I'll move back behind my chair. Tree pose is a yoga pose you see a lot, where someone's left foot, right foot is way up here. That doesn't happen for me. So my tree pose is either kind of a kickstand pose, we call it, where your right knee is open and the bottom of your right ankle is just resting on your calf and your toes. You have a little kickstand, or you can put it up to kind of hug the side of your calf. You do not want it on your knee. So your heel must be below your knee, or your toes have to be above your knee. So heel below the knee works for me. And tree pose then, with a chair, it's always just nice to even just have your fingertip on it, if that's just for assurance. We'll this is a beautiful meditative resting pose, because you really engage your whole body in these balance poses, which are so good for us to practice. But this is a nice gentle one. So your hands options, let's lift our foot, our right foot, or kickstand, toes on the ground, but resting the foot on the left calf, hands on the chair. If your left leg is feeling really nice and balanced today, you can try the Anjali Mudra, the prayer mode. Stepping out is just fine. Just go right back in and breathe. It's very easy to get tight here and forget to breathe. So putting the hands on the chair to rest and be able to balance, so that you can enjoy the breath of the pose. We want our yoga to be about unioning the breath and motion. And right foot down. Maybe a little bend to the left knee, a little wiggle. And now gently with the left, shifting your weight over to the right foot. We'll kickstand the toes first, left toes on the ground, left heel on the side of your calf. And then lifting it, if that's what you're doing today, to the side of your calf. Left knee staying open, your hips open. Hands on the chair, hands in prayer. And breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Two more breaths. Nice. Now moving the left knee into center, dropping the foot and lowering the leg. And again, stand here for a moment. Feel the benefits of these balance poses. So good for marrying our mind and our body and our breathing. And a little movement for whatever your hips, ankles, knees need. Now, keeping your left foot, about whatever it probably is, about 8 inches or so from the chair. Step back with your right foot in with your toes at about a 45-degree angle, maybe a little farther than hips width apart. So you're standing almost like our Warrior Two pose, except the foot is back. Maybe it's not quite far back so far. And then I apologize. Let's go ahead and do a 90 degree. So move your right foot toes out to 90 degrees. So our right and our left are at 90 degrees. Now having the arms out, almost like warrior two, but our front leg is straight. Move the hips over your right leg, so you have a bit of a angle here in your front, and then lean forward, resting either your forearm on the chair, or if it's accessible to you when you want to reach the seat of your chair, but we want to open the left shoulder. So we're staying open. We're not doing this. We're not bending over forward with our chest. We're keeping our shoulders more in line with our left leg and leaning over the left leg with the support of the chair or the seat of the chair back. We're breathing in to the right hip. One more breath. Nice. And then lowering the right arm, lifting the left arm to standing. And now pivoting that right foot forward. So our legs are apart, but our toes are now facing in the same direction. Weight should be a little bit more probably in the right leg. Raising our arms out, opening the left leg, left arm, opening the left arm, and then leaning forward. Again, with your forearm on the chair, hand holding onto the chair, hand on the seat back, whatever's accessible for you, but opening up this left shoulder now into a gentle twist. Breathing, inhale and exhale. Nice, using your right arm to lift you up, back to the chair, bringing your right foot up to meet your left. And now we'll shift and do the other. So our left foot comes back, a little more than hips width apart, about a 90-degree angle. Opening the body, the arms open, right arm forward, left arm back. Shifting the weight, your weight over your left hip, and then bending down over the right leg, forearm, elbow, hand, resting on the chair back or seat, bringing that left arm up, keeping the left shoulder back, looking up over the left hand or down to the chair, but breathing in and out to that left side body, left hip, left side. Very nice. Now stretching with the right arm, bringing up horizontal there. Turning the left toes in. Our feet are facing and the toes are in the same direction. Arms forward. Nice inhale. On an exhale, leading with the belly and the ribs, opening that right arm. And gently bending forward. Forearm resting on the chair, hands on the seat bottom, wherever your range is today on this side. Inhaling, exhaling. Gaze over your right hand down at the chair. Very nice. Using the chair to push or your left arm to extend up. Right arm joins it and left foot to your right. Now a little bit of movement. Very nice. Okay, and now back to your chair. Sit. Let's take a few breaths here, a little movement. This has been a lot of large muscle group movements. So sit in stillness for 2 nice deep breaths. Good. Now we're going to do a little bit of our seated forward fold. At first, I'd just like us to lean forward and just have our chest on our knees. So not, we've done before where we really are hanging down lower. Right now, we just want to start with feet a little more than hips width apart and leaning forward. Your hands can be either on your ankles, resting on your knees. If you'd like to cross them and put your head on your forearms, but let the head hang. And this really helps you feel your breath in and out on your legs. And we're also breathing into our backs. Our back body does a lot of work for us every day. Relaxing the neck, letting the head drop. Really feeding that back body with all these beautiful breaths. Nice. Listen to your body and what it's telling you as you're breathing. Relax the toes and the face, the jaw. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting it go. Let it go from your shoulders. Let it go from your feet. About 30 more seconds. Very nice. Now here, take one last nice deep, full breath. Really feel the chest and back really fill. And slowly exhale through the nose. Hands to the knees, engaging the core, slowly lifting yourself up, feeling that change in circulation. And let's sit with this. Breathing in and out. Feeling all of the new places that energy wants to go. Very nice. We're going to bend forward again, but bending our feet a little bit wider. Bending forward and placing the hands down if that's accessible for you. If it's not, you can always place a book or a block underneath your hands. You can cupcake the fingers, sort of the fingertips, if the palms are not accessible for you. But wherever you are, you can also put them on your legs or your calves or even your knees. We can do this any of these ways. But I want you to, either with your hands or with your shoulders, if your hands are on your knees, gently walk your hands over to the right. Breathe here. If this bothers anything in your back, just go to your range of comfort. But breathe here and see how this is for your left side body. We're into our hips, back, even shoulders. Let your head hang. Go ahead and drop your head. Very nice. And then slowly moving back to center. Let's stay here for 2 breaths, in and out, and in and out. And then gently walking over to the left. This side might be very different in your range. Just gently walking your hands over. Drop the head, honoring what your back and hips need today. Breathe into that right side body. The hips, back. Steady breath. Relax the toes, relax the face. Very nice. Now gently walking back to center. 2 breaths here. And 1 nice last big breath in and out. And hands to the knees, engaging the core and lifting back up to neutral. Nice, and sitting with this nice flow of energy into our hips and sides. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. And with our forward bends, we'll do a gentle back bend to counter that. So bringing your feet more to hips width, resting the shoulders on the knees. This is kind of a modified Sphinx pose. So usually we would do this on our stomachs, typically on the mat in mat yoga, but we can mimic that here with our elbows on knees, and then lead with your heart space. Really reach your heart forward, chin parallel to the floor, and think of the Sphinx. Breathing in and out. Really feeling that in our backs, chest. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. 2 more breaths. And then just like in our forward bend, 1 last nice deep full breath and feel the stretch in your front and back. And exhale slowly through the nose. Very nice. Hands to knees to lift to seated. Very good. And maybe whatever your body needs right now for a little movement, a little lifting of the shoulders, a little bit of twist. Very good. we did a lot with our hips. I would like to do just one more, sort of a little bit of a hip, just gentle stretch, unwind. Widening your knees a little wider than your chair. I'm just going to, you can balance either with your hands on your legs or the back of the chair, but I want you to sort of drop your left knee down toward your calf and up, and right knee down to your left calf. Great rotation for the hips. So this gentle, marrying your motion with your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Two more times. And meet in neutral. Very nice. Tapping the feet out a bit. Good. We're gonna do a little, just a little work on our hands and feet before we go into our relaxation. So holding your right foot in your left hand as that's accessible to you. Your knee is fine, we're working on your foot, so wherever your knee wants to be. If you can, if it's comfortable for you and you want to do it, lacing your fingers between your toes. So we have a really good stretch between the toes. If that isn't accessible to you, just maybe squeezing your toes, giving your toes a nice squeeze or moving them from side to side. But if you can lace your fingers in your toes, really gives a good stretch to those. And then let's rotate the ankle. Rotating the ankle. Holding onto the toes. Rotating. Good, and then the other way. Rotating slowly. Breathe steadily. Nice. And then one by one, just give each of your toes one by one a gentle pull back, a gentle stretch from a flex to get into that fascia. So try to relax the ankle and make the bend more about the toes. One at a time, just pulling them back toward the top of the foot gently, always gently, but so good for the circulation and the mobility of our toes. One more time, give each of them a nice gentle pull back. Maintaining your breath. Nice and steady. Very nice. Our feet do so much for us. Now our left foot onto our right knee. Again, knee wherever it needs to be, more about the right foot. Fingers in the toes, if that works for you. Giving them a nice squeeze as we rotate the ankle. Maintaining your breath. And the other direction. Our smooth, even breath really helps us in our awareness of our bodies and what they need and where the breath is going. Smooth and steady. Good. And then we'll do our flex of each toe one at a time. Just give each toe a nice gentle stretch back. One more time, each toe. Very nice. Down on the floor, a little tap of the feet, the wiggle of the toes. And now the same with our hands. Clasping our hands together, let's clasp our hands together. with the elbows just relaxed, let's just roll the wrists up, keeping the elbows and forearms stationary. Just try to get as much motion and rolling in the wrists as possible. Good. Now, whichever direction you chose, stop, reposition the thumbs, put the other thumb in front, and then go in the opposite direction of your roll. This may feel completely different. It does for my non-dominant hand. Breathing. This is also yoga. We want to keep our breath nice and steady. Good. And then we want to do the same thing for our fingers as we did for our toes. So whatever's comfortable for you, I'm going to rest my wrist, my right wrist on my right knee, and then resting the hand, gently bring each finger back one at a time, just to comfort, supporting it at the knuckles. We don't want to hurt ourselves, but giving the fingers a nice, gentle, but good stretch backward, one at a time. Very nice. One more time, each finger. Maintaining that nice, steady, meditative breath. Good. And then the left hand, each finger back, supporting the knuckles, one at a time. Relax the face, gentle breath in through the nose, out through the nose. One more time, each finger. Very nice. Little shake of the hands. Now stretching the legs out almost like a starfish as you can. Just really tighten your legs straight. We're just going to tighten for a moment. So tight, nice and tight, and flex the feet, flex the toes, tight, tight, engage those legs. Breathe steadily, gently. Tight, make this tightness about the legs. 2 more breaths. One more. Good, and relax. Feet back under your knees. And then our arms, we're gonna take them out to our sides and really starfish the hands, the arms, the shoulders, and just power and tightness. Tighten everything, your fingertips to your shoulders, wide open fingers, arms tight, tight. Maintain that steady breath. Feeling the power in the arms. Feeling the shoulders, the back even. 2 more breaths. Very nice. And we'll move back to your hands. And now we're going to suck in our cheeks. So we're really sucking in our cheeks. If we make any noises, no one can hear us. You're on mute. So suck in the cheeks. And this will be a little harder to breathe evenly, but kind of suck the cheeks in without maybe holding the breath. And think about your even breath. One more breath. Good, and then opposite, we'll puff out our cheeks. So puffing out the cheeks and maintaining a steady breath. One more breath. Good. And then finally our eyes. Maintain your chin horizontal. Lift the eyes to look up at the ceiling. Up. Gently looking up, holding your gaze gently. Maintaining the breath. Gently lowering the eyes to neutral and then down, keeping the chin parallel to the floor, gazing down. Not to strain, but just gently changing your gaze. And breathe. Very nice. Close the eyes, eyes to neutral, open the eyes. And now actually close your eyes and rub your hands together for some nice friction heat. Your eyes are closed, really rubbing those hands to create that nice heat. And when you have the nice heat, just gently cup the palms over the eyes. Gently drop the fingertips to the forehead. And breathe. Very nice. Keeping the eyes closed, lowering the hands to the knees. Dropping the gaze to past the knees and gently opening the eyes. Very nice. We'll move into our final resting, our final Shavasana, which you may do always either in the chair. If you're more comfortable on the ground, if you have a yoga practice that you prefer Shavasana on the ground, please feel free to move to the ground or to the couch, somewhere where you can be comfortable. For the sake of time for this class, the Shavasana is short. I like a 10 or 12 minute Shavasana, 15 minutes even, but for the purposes of this class, we'll do like 3 or 4 minutes. So I'll end the class at Shavasana, but please feel free to stay in Shavasana if that's what you want to do today. So resting the hands either on the knee or cradling, just let yourself drop in to wherever you are, your contact with the floor, with your chair, the earth. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is relaxed. Thoughts come and float by, and we return to the breath. Steady, even, healing, just for you and this time. Coming into your breath. Some slight movement to your fingers and toes. Gentle movement as you gently open your eyes or keep them closed, or stay in Shavasana, your choice. Gentle movement. And then dropping the hands down to the side. Nice, easy lift overhead. Hands drop down to heart space. And the light in me sees and honors the light in you. And in that light, we are all the same. Namaste.